What's up guys, my name is Karol and welcome to Ads Courses, a place where you can learn the best digital marketing and web analytics tricks. We're in an automation era in digital marketing today, but some automatic features in Google Ads were available for years, for example automated rules. Thanks to them you can make your work much easier and you can prevent yourself from a lot of bloomers. Today you're gonna learn all you need to know about these automated rules. If you want to watch more tutorials like that, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Okay, so firstly, let's talk about what kind of actions you can take using automated rules and what kind of elements you can edit. So we can automate 4 different actions, and that is status, bids, budgets, and you can send email notifications. And you can apply these actions to elements like campaign, ad group, keyword, ads, display keywords, topics, placements, audiences, age ranges, gender, parental status, and income range. So you can apply these actions into these elements. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how you can create these automated rules, and there are many different ways to actually apply them in the Google Ads interface. So let's start with the first one. You just go to the tools over here, and here you have under the bulk actions the rules. And when you click on this, you can add new rule, and here you can choose what kind of element do you want to automate. For example, a campaign rule, and here you select the action that we previously talked about. So you can pause campaigns, for example, and here you select in which campaigns do you want to apply this rule. So for example, all enabled campaigns, enabled and paused campaigns, or just selected campaigns. And you can select your campaigns over here, right? And under that you have your conditions. So this will be a trigger when your automated rule will be applied. So you can select your conditions over here, right? For example, when the cost is greater than $1,000, it will pause this campaign. And here define your frequency, how often your automated rule will run. So for example, you can select it to run daily, and this is an hour that it will start. And here define a date range that your automated rule will use. So for example, it will use a data from the previous 7 days. And here you select what kind of email notifications do you want to receive from this rule. And you just name your rule and you can create it over here. You can hit the preview button before and see what kind of changes would it do this time. Okay, so this is how you can create these rules, and they look similar regardless what kind of settings you will select in here. So you always have these options over here. You have your conditions and you have your the frequency. Okay, so this is the first method on how to create automated rules, and now I'm going to show you the second one. Okay, so this method is good when you want to apply automated rules on a keyword level or ad group level or ads level, because you can do this from here. So for example, if I'm in ad group level, I can just select ad groups and hit edit, and here you have create an automated rule. If you click this, you can select a type of the rule and it will select only these ad groups that you just selected. Okay. And if you're here in ads, you can select ads and you can create an automated rule. And you can do this almost everywhere in this interface. So for example, keywords, you can also apply an automated rule to a certain keywords. And this is how you can create automated rules. And now I'm going to show you my 6 most favorite automated rules that can save you a lot of time and increase your productivity. Okay, so the first one is generally send an email notification when something bad or something good happens. And you can apply this rule in different situations. For example, when it comes to impressions or clicks, impression share, conversions, average position, quality score, or CPA, and others. And this is how this rule can look like. So first select a type of a rule, send email, and you can apply this to a certain campaign or all campaigns or enabled campaigns. And here you have your conditions. So it could be the impression. So it could be more than X impressions, or when the cost is greater than something, or when the clicks are 0, or when the CPA is greater than $10, for example, or when the quality score is less than 3. So you can create a lot of these notification rules that will actually notify you about something good or bad. So you will have control over all of this, and you don't have to actually look at this every day in the interface. It will just notify you and you can take an action then. So these are the good rules to actually keep everything in a control. And here define your frequency. So for example, it could be daily at 8 a.m. taking data from previous 7 days. And here just name your rule. The second one will be to increase or decrease the budget. Okay, so to create a rule like this, you just select a change budget type, and you can select a certain constraint, for example this, and here you choose an action and it will be increase budget or decrease budget, or you can set a new budget over here. So let's say I'm gonna increase the budget by 20%, or you can increase by amount, and you can select an upper budget limit over here. So for example, $1,000, and you can select a condition over here. In my example, it will be a conversion rate that is greater than 7%. And this rule will run daily at 3 p.m. using data from previous 7 days. And in this example, the rule will run on this campaign every day, and it will increase the budget by 20% every time when the conversion rate is greater than 7%. Okay, so the third rule would be to pause certain keywords. Okay, so to create a rule like this, you just select a type pause keywords, and you can apply it to all enabled keywords, for example, or keywords from a certain campaign or ad group. So let's select all enabled keywords here, and here we have our condition. And in this example, it will be when the conversion cost is greater than $100. And this will run daily, taking data from previous 7 days. So in this example, this rule will actually pause every keyword that generated a conversion cost that is greater than $100 from the previous 7 days. You can actually select previous 30 days or any other date. It depends on how much data you generate. So it will actually pause an underperforming keywords for you. And I would actually recommend to select this option only if there are changes or errors, to actually get notified when this rule will run and make any changes, and you can see what kind of changes it made. Okay, so this one is actually a very powerful one when you're running a manual CPC, and it's a keywords bidding rule. And this rule will actually make bid changes for you. So you will select this change keyword bids type over here, and you can select all enabled keywords or keywords from selected campaign or ad group. It depends on your needs. And here you can select an option to increase bids, decrease bids, and set new bids. I will talk about these two later. So in this example, I want to increase bids by 20%, and I have an upper bid limit for $5, for example. And the condition would be here when the cost per conversion is less than $10 or equal to $10. And at first, this rule looks great because it will increase my bids by 20% when the cost per conversion is less than $10. But in Google Ads, keywords that actually generated costs but generated zero conversions will actually have conversion cost less than $10 because it will be $0. And in this example, this rule would actually increase the bid by 20% on keywords that didn't generate any conversions. So you need to be very careful here, and you would need to actually apply an additional rule over here for conversions that are greater than 0 or 1, because one conversion is actually not enough data to make decisions like that. Okay, so this is how the rule would actually look like. And you can select a frequency here. It all depends on how much and how fast you generate your data. So it could be a weekly using data from previous week. And this would actually increase my bids by 20% on every keywords that have a CPA less or equal to $10 and have more than one conversion in a previous week. And you can create another rules that will decrease your bids by 20% when your CPA is greater than, for example, $20, etc. So you can combine these rules together. Okay, so the fifth one would be to increase keyword bids to first page CPC. Okay, so for example, you don't want to have these notifications about keywords that have a CPC below the first page. And you can solve this problem simply by running an automated rule. So you just select a change keywords bids option over here for all enabled keywords. And here you select the rise bids to first page CPC. And you can select a max bid limit. And here under the condition, you select status. So let's just run this from scratch. So you select status, and here under the unlimited, when you expand it, you will see below the first page bid. So you select this and hit apply, and you can run this daily, taking data from, for example, previous day. And this will actually increase your bids to the first page bid on every enabled keywords. Okay, so the last one is great because it can actually activate special ads on a specific date and then pause them on another date. So if you have a certain promotion and you prepared a special ad text that you want to run on a specific day and then pause them on another day, so you can use automated rules to do it for you. Okay, so let's go to the ads and extensions. And let's say these 3 paused ads are my special promotion ads that I want to run on a specific day. So I selected these ads, and here I can create an automated rule for them. And let's select enable ads, of course. And here we have the selected 3 ads. Okay, so we just select our condition, and let's select status. And here under this option you have paused. So let's select this one. And under the frequency, this is important, you select once. And here you can select a certain date that you want to run your automated rules. So for example, I want my promotion to start on this day over here. And let's say at 12 a.m. using all-time data, doesn't matter over here. So in this example, it will actually activate these 3 special ads on this day, on this hour, and that's it. And you could create another rule to pause these ads on a certain date. So for example, this promotion only takes 3 days, so it will pause on this day. And you could create another automated rule to pause other ads, the old ads, when this promotion will start. And that's how you can use automated rules in Google Ads to take your work on another level. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment under this video. Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you're hungry for more digital marketing knowledge. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and see you in the next one.